What's going on, everyone? Now, the past month has been packed with tons of new Gotham Knights info. It all kicked off with a gameplay demo featuring Nightwing and Red Hood, followed up by a deep dive Q&A with the developers, and capping the cycle off with the first of many character-specific trailers, as well as a slew of interviews with various press outlets. Now we're a few months away from the game's October 25th release date, and with marketing for the game kicking into high gear, I think it's time for some feedback on what Gotham Knights has shown off. To be fully transparent with you all, I do have one central criticism, but on the whole, I really like everything Gotham Knights has to offer. From the story beats to the combat to the RPG mechanics and co-op, I'm a big fan of it all. From a design, gameplay, and narrative standpoint, Gotham Knights is living up to the initial reveal back in 2020 that we were promised. For those reasons, I'm hyped. My big area of feedback is, funnily enough, my exact same major criticism of Arkham Origins: the game's polish. Specifically, how it relates to the game's graphical fidelity. The 2020 demo showcased impressive weather effects along with plenty of pedestrian traffic, all with very high detailed texture and character work. This vertical slice of the game gave us a great look at how the whole package works. Now, the most recent gameplay looks good, but I think the overall footage, specifically when showing the open world combat, just comes across as a little flat by comparison. This fight takes place on a generic looking street that doesn't really stand out for any particular reason. By comparison, the interior environments later in the demo that showcase the Court of Owls layer look much sharper. Also, all throughout the demo, when we get a view of the city streets, we see 1 to 2 cars at most. Juxtaposed with the demo from 2020 and just general traffic patterns in other open world games, it feels as though we could use a few more vehicles on the road. The developers have spoken many times about how this game features a living, breathing Gotham City, and while I feel they nailed Gotham in terms of the overall atmosphere, with the neon, the fog, and overall vibe, we need more on-the-ground life to really bring it home. Also, since the game is now current-gen only, people do have high expectations. Now, to be clear, I think the game looks great, especially during cutscenes. Look at the texture and character work on Penguin here and the scene as a whole. I love it. Like I mentioned before, the interior area is also impressed with great art design. Gotham Knights has the look, it just needs some more polish before the game's release date. The most important aspects of the game, which would be narrative and gameplay, I'm all on board for. Polish also extends to menus too. This gear menu looks fairly plain and could use some more personality to it. It's a tricky balance between readability and style, but in my opinion, it's worth taking a look at. Anyways, that's all I really got as far as feedback goes for Gotham Knights. I'm excited to see what they have to show off next in the character trailers. But what do you guys think so far? What are you hoping to see released over the next few weeks and months? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you liked today's video and want to see more Gotham Knights videos or whatever else I have coming down the line, be sure to subscribe. Alright, well that's all I got, so be excellent to one another.